computer. Did everyone hear that? Does everyone hear the recording in progress? Okay,
Yep.
cool.
I feel like
Awesome.
someone's watching us now.
Yeah, someone is watching you. And look at all these. I got a bowl, and I got some things to rattle around inside it. So welcome to the we got off the planet, and all we got for it was some shade from that weird astronomy guy that we met on the planet. Well, before we went on the planet, who hung over us.
I
like
think I have the quote here. Well, you seem to have done nothing of any value or note based on this conversation. I'm sorry for having placed my trust in you. I will ensure that I never do this again.
Yeah,
Exact quote.
He's a beautiful man.
And just to be clear, that was Bad Thomas, right?
That was who's been booted. So luckily for you guys, you've only got Good Thomas to look forward to tonight. That Bad Thomas is out. So we find ourselves having been lifted from the planet on the... hold on. Oh, I'm having a moment. On the spaceship. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. Pop that up. Oh, by the way, I also fixed. I didn't fix Lily's editing problem, which I will fix. But the not the Arkhander, but the illustrations now, when you click on them, they actually grow to big size. You don't have to open them in a new window. So just so you know, so the handouts and maps all now do the pop out thing, which I thought was cool. So I enjoyed doing that.
Excellent.
So yeah, so you can get the bigger pictures. And also note that means the pale icon image just gets a bit more love, which I respect.
Where is that?
Oh, in the handouts and maps. If you click on the handouts and maps, previously,
cool.
when you wanted to see a bigger view of the picture, you had to right-click on it and open it in a new window. I fixed that so it just pops out now and is bigger, which is nice. So we find ourselves on that note, and actually on that note exactly, I'm gonna grab. Oh, Oh no, I'm sharing. You guys can't share. I'm not letting you share. So we find ourselves here around Gahand. So we are all the way over there on Gahandi land, having travelled from Jamua, and we have now been lifted by the Arkhander out of the atmosphere, and you have a few things to do, which were beautifully documented by Amman in a message, because Amman's got some goals to sort out. I like that we have now reached a point where you just want to find out what's going on with the captain at every opportunity. I respect that.
Absolutely.
I would have thought by now you'd worked out he doesn't like people like knocking around in his secrets, but I respect your continued willingness to do so. The bad news for you is the Arkhander is a ship on a mission, which is to locate as quickly as possible the spheres and then hopefully the Nadir. So there is no intention to go back to Hammurabi Station.
And
they're not big on small talk. That's
Yeah.
right.
To be honest, I'm really happy about that idea.
So it's really, we can go all the way to Ariga. We can go to Ninhulam, or we can go to Habantam as your three options. As you can see, we can travel along the Brink River slipstream. We can travel along the unnamed and therefore no doubt terrifying and deadly stream to Ariga, or we can travel along the very safe, no issues at all to see here, Kerfetta, traveling all the way along the Kerfetta Shoals and then through Haram Delta and then up into Habantam. So nothing, nothing bad. It's
Because
worth
nothing-
paying.
Nothing sounds safer than the Great Vortex.
Indeed, which is, so the Ninhalam route is seductive in that it looks very straight and simple, but getting out of Ninhalam on the other side of Ninhalam could involve traveling along the through the Great Vortex, which should not in any way be conflated with Sisyphus in any shape or form. No
Great
doubt.
Vortex sounds good though.
Great Vortex does sound good. It sounds like the sort of trip you make once, and if you survive, you get to tell people about it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. So I think that's the number one question you're going to be asked by the crew, and explicitly our good friend, where is she? Indira Kanda.
Right.
Oh, there she is.
I don't know. Ninhalam sounds like the next most interesting place to go if we're not allowed to go to the Hammurabi Waystation.
I am definitely on the side of Ninhalam because I think that's where the library is.
It is where the library
Yeah.
is.
We've got special permission to go there. I want to go to the library.
And there's a lot of gardener activity as well for you guys.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And lots of poetry books.
Mm.
And, you know, you've also got a treat with Ezira, the Shahrazad operative that you lifted from the planet, who has a somewhat complex relationship with the broader Black Toad community. So...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry?
I meant to say, for some reason in NPC, she's listed under Black Toad. Does the Shahrazad not get their own faction?
So the Shahrazad operative, the Shahrazad collective, is an offshoot of the Black Toad. The Black Toad are like the mafia in some ways, in that yes, there are definitely people who are members of the mafia, but there's also a whole stack of criminal organizations that may pay fealty to, or indeed have family members involved in the broader Black Toad community who might see themselves as separate entities outside of that. And to be honest, I just put them in Shahrazad, in the Black Toad, for convenience, because I don't want like 30 rows of NPCs, because that'll be annoying. All right, so that's that. So I'll stop sharing because we've kind of covered the bits that I needed to share. So just quickly, I shall flick. Oh, I don't have Discord open. That probably would help. Give me 1 second. Alrighty. Just jumping in there. Oh, shuttle upgrades. Okay. All right.
I'm looking at the crew manifest on the handout, and they've got a ship's cat. Excellent. Gatu.
I've literally been saying that. I even wrote it specially in the notes.
Right, I missed that.
We have
Sorry.
a ship cat called Gatu.
Yeah.
Who's a great guy. You know,
But I was really excited when we found that out, like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5 games ago.
Oh, okay. I'm a little bit slow on the uptake. Yeah.
Sorry to keep interrupting this session.
No worries. Dan, page 132 of the 3rd edition rules will give you the stats for shields. You can use your expandable shield can be the equivalent of a riot shield. And the Zapti long gun I think it's going to be one of... Oh no, that's... Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. Your Zapti long gun can be the equivalent of an accelerator pistol. So page 126 of the 3rd Horizon rules.
Which was one of the deadliest pistols in the game.
Looks sick, yep. Oh, it's a mag rifle. Oh yeah, I'm on board. Yep, thank you.
Mag pistol.
Yep.
The one thing I will say is that it is sick, but I'm also going to make it low capacity.
Fair enough. I'll add that on.
Cool. Awesome.
Oh,
'Cause
it's not
that-
fully sick. It's not fully sick. It's just
It's just quite ill. Yes.
Yeah, quite nasty.
You
All
can
right, cool.
reload over their corpse.
Oh, I didn't actually go to Discord to do that. I got distracted by that. Where was the list of things? Where did you throw them? What
I'm
were the
still
things?
I'm still looking for the cat. Talk about
Oh,
being
here we
distracted.
go. You want to investigate the assassin? That's it.
I've got a list of things as well in the in the normal notes, but also
Lily's sounding very much like an old woman right
action
now
notes.
on the connection. You there, Lily?
I think they're broadly the same though.
Right, so let's just quickly rock through these ends.
I think that's just my voice.
No, it's definitely
No, it's definitely.
Definitely
I
not your
am,
voice.
yes. Can you hear me?
yes.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can hear
you're
you
loud and
perfectly
clear
now.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. Trust me, I've done, as is no doubt Rob, but I've done about probably something like 20,000 video calls in my career, I'd guess, at a bet. So, yeah, trust me. That is definitely connectivity issues. All right, so we've got investigate the assassin. Hurtful. I don't know why you want to find out more about him. He did get a mention in the podcast when I did the podcast. I gave him a specific mention.
Oh, good.
Work out the wand of healing. I love that it's already the wand of healing. Repair the engraved heirloom rifle. Ooh, yeah. Make filters and other stuff. Investigate the captain further, which I love, and do other stuff like go to Hammurabi Station for some power converters.
And he forgot to put on the thing about investigating the emerald disc that I have.
Oh, yes. All right, so there's quite a bit to get
I
through.
put
So,
that in.
There it is.
sorry, let it go.
Oh, I just said I put that in mine.
Excellent.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, with that in mind, then you're back on the Arkhander, and the captain. Sorry, the first officer. Of course, not the captain. The first officer wants you to give some guidance. Now that you have two of these singularity spheres, where do we need to go next? What place calls you? What place feels like the most likely place you're going to find the singularity sphere? And I love the fact that that will bear no actual relevance to your decision making. So I respect that deeply. But
Yeah.
where are you heading? What's
I
calling you,
assume that
people?
this is after we get out of light quarantine.
Yes, you assume
Sorry.
correctly. No, that is a good question, and you do. And actually, did we roll for blight removal?
I feel
We did.
Yeah,
I
They
think
got
we
one
did, yeah.
permanent blight.
Yeah,
Everyone
we
else was
did.
okay.
Yeah, nice. Okay, cool.
Oh, could I
Also-
say something that happens when we get out of the quarantine?
Yeah, of course. Please do.
Okay, so I assume that their belongings are taken away for decontamination or something like that. When
Correct.
Ben's gets handed back, so he's always had this little pendant of the judge, but there's two pendants now in his belongings. One of them is that one from his dream of the living icon, and he doesn't know how it got there. He doesn't think he owned it. It was just in some dream. But then on the manifest, there's like two written there when he tries to give it back, say, hey, this isn't mine. So that he doesn't know where it came from, apart from the fact that he thought he saw it in a dream.
Mhm.
And it's perfectly formed. So it doesn't look like it was roughly constructed.
Yep.
All right. That's not creepy at all. I didn't even come up with that. That's beautiful. So Ninhalam is famous for the library, obviously. The Ninhalam Archive, to be explicit, a vast repository of builder archives, artifacts, and written knowledge located on the surface of Arkhan. Much like the library stations of Jamur, the archive exists to safeguard both the home system and its inhabitants from dangerous machine devices and ideas, at least according to the Navigators Guild, who tightly control access. But you can also go to Ariga. What is Ariga famous for? Gentle swirls of green turquoise gas envelop our ship as we approach the ruined artifact. Designated UMA 1. Sensors are pinging, composition shifting, temperature rising. It's going plasma. Last entry in the log of the scout ship Adama. Nice, I like it. Habentam. Grown immense enough to devour its child stars, Habentam then collapses, reversing it into its fickle white form, where it now rests. Flickers of waves and gravitons still escape it regularly, sending its tail to those who listen. It's a white neutron star. Come on, people, you want to go to the white neutron star. Come on.
Well, I think the library is actually high on the agenda, considering the effort gone to actually get permission to go there.
It's a yellow class star, man. It's like,
We can get to that. It's not going anywhere.
Sure. All right,
we'll look at it wistfully through the portals as we go past.
What portals? They don't work. What do they? Okay, so you still have the question. The first officer is looking at all of you. We've got to make a decision. We've got to start heading out of system. We're ready. We refueled at the gas giant, so we're ready to go. Where do you people think we should go?
Why do you have to leave the system so fast? Have you got debts here?
No, we don't have any debts. We're completely fine.
Okay.
But I see no reason. I don't want to get involved in the conflict between these various parties. We've already had one ship boarding attempt. I don't want another one.
Yeah. Well, would it is the place
possible to simply
Lily?
pick up some supplies from the way station, even if just ordering things like the filters. I feel we will need them on our future delves.
If someone wants to invest the energy in trying to persuade her that you need to burn precious fuel and other resources to go specifically past Hammurabi Station, you are welcome to try.
I'll try and talk them into it.
Okay, that is a manipulation roll, not a command roll.
Oh, okay. Maybe not then.
You are not the captain.
I was gonna boss them around though. Where's my manipulate? Oh boy. Rolling all of 3 dice on this one. Maybe I wasn't the right person to speak up.
Well, I think Pripyat put their hand up earlier, so.
Yeah, maybe our esteemed Pripyat.
Yeah, I step forward and you just put your hand on my chest. This is the time for subtlety, not bossing us.
He just looks at you and says, okay, sorry, forgive me. Where am I? What's my character sheet and what am I rolling? Where the hell am I? No, that's not what I want. Where did I put my character sheet? God damn it, Michael. Okay. Sorry, is it a command roll that I'm making? Is it what I'm doing?
No, it's a manipulation roll.
Manipulation.
That you're making.
Okay, let's do that. Roll pool. No, that's fine. Holy shit. 3 successes.
3 successes, critical success. Okay, Pripyat, what's your fundamental argument to this very busy woman who wants to get you all just back to where you need to be?
Well, I would think that being the envoy, we would have the best grasp on where it is we need to be. And so far, we have encountered some dangers, and we feel at this present time that the clues, the mystery, isn't leading us here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it is your job to get us to where we need to go. Am I incorrect in that assumption?
No, you are indeed correct. Of course, we will take you past Hammurabi Station. I am very conscious, though, that obviously the eddies and shoals of the slipstream wait for no one. So we will need to make exit into the slipstream as soon as possible. We want to catch the stream at just the right moment.
Of course, you know best, of course, in that instance.
And can I confirm that we are taking the stream to Ninhalam? That is actually the intention.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That is where we're going.
Okay. So the tune, there is a chorus that's often sung in testament to Ninhalam. O Ninhalam the promise, O Ninhalam the beautiful, O Ninhalam the jungle deep, on Ninhalam crawling death beneath the leaves.
Oh, that's sweet.
The jungles and rainforests of Astoris teem with life, most dangerous and adverse to humans. The bigger animals of the planet are a type of saurian, posthumously called after the attributed discoverer, chief biologist Yasur Kar. They range from rodent-sized to huge ponderous beings as large as rover trains. They are, of course, predatory. There are, of course, predators amongst them, from pack hunters to apex killers and even flying ones.
Fantastic.
And we are going there because why?
We want to go to the library.
Okay.
One planet.
The library could be good. They would just be aware that they would probably bother me to give some kind of speech or or something like that. So that is fine, but it may slow us down.
All right, and so we're going to go to Hammurabi first to get filters, and then go to Ninhalam. Is that correct?
And
yeah.
We can't get filters at Ninhalam. Is that right?
Oh no, you probably could. Well, maybe you could.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the other thing that you could say to the captain is, we need filters. Have you got them on the ship? Because it might be a 1,000 rook purchase versus 10,000 rook worth of fuel.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Can I bring it up with her?
It's really an excuse.
There are 20 filter packs currently listed on the ship manifest.
All right.
There we go.
So we're probably good for like that. Like if we take one each, there's like 4 delves. Oh, you're right.
I'm right for filter packs, by the way. So you guys go to town.
All right.
Okay.
I'm completely out.
Yeah, I think I might have one. I had 2. I've got to edit one out. Why can't I do that? Okay, so I would like filter packs as well. What does that do? So yeah, I think if we've got some in the ship and where time and fuel is an issue, why don't we just move onwards?
Okay. I think that's fine.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Sure, we've made the deputy captain happy.
First officer.
First officer.
First officer.
Yeah.
All right. Of course. Now, with that in mind, so you don't need to buy any filter packs. Azira, she of the shattered arm, that was crystal but is now broken and shattered and kind of weird looking. She goes through decontamination, and at the end of that, Indira is quite keen to get her off the ship, because she's pretty actually heavily infested with blight.
Yeah.
Like, she has a crystal arm. It's pretty blight infested material. So she doesn't have a lot of. So Indira is actually very keen to get her as far off the ship as possible.
So you could have gone to Hammurabi Station and dropped her off, or somewhere. Where does she want to be dropped off, and does she?
Yeah, she wants to go to Hammurabi Station. That's where the Shahrazad collective operates from.
Right.
All right. Well, you've basically decided this for us, First Officer. We're going to Hammurabi Station.
Yeah.
Well, we could just punt her in a life support pod and let someone find her. I mean, you know.
Wow.
Is that how you got to First Officer? You're compromising of your integrity.
Yeah, she punted all the previous First Officers into a
exactly. There's a trail of them across the system.
Yeah.
That's a very good point there, Lily.
Yeah, well, you know, sticks, glass houses, you know, that sort of thing.
We could just put it in a holding cell in the captain's cabin for a while and see how it pans out. But if that's the humane thing to do, and maybe it might buy us some brownie points at some point if we need it, then we do that. So we've just about to turn around to Hammurabi, then we go back this way, and then we go back again. So we're doing that. Is that the final offer? Is that the final decision?
Well, I'm not happy to just eject her out in a pod.
No, I agree.
If this is the case, I would vote for Hammurabi Station now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
She doesn't want to take her with us.
And just to reiterate, last time, once we're all out of decontamination, that's when we've probably sat down, edited the footage that we sent off to that wonderful scientist guy. So we send off, we sort of keep him happy, as we said, but it was an edited version as we discussed last time.
Exactly, and you get exactly the response that Lily very helpfully read out. That was my quote from the guy from last time in response, which is, well, if I'd known this is what I was going to get back, I wouldn't have invested my energy and time in supporting your decision to go onto the planet. And indeed, I feel let down, and hopefully you feel bad for letting me down. Because none of this footage will help me get, you know, more money. I think you people are just rubbish, really.
I feel like next time we come, we bring a shape charge and leave that behind on the station, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, you know, he's just calling it as he sees it. He's just a truth teller. He's a very serious academic man who has no concerns. I'm not gonna lie, I might have looked into Jordan Peterson when I was thinking about this guy. All right, so excellent, exactly. You know, all right, all right. Well, she doesn't let her come out of decontamination, so she's kept in effectively a airlock that can be evacuated into space.
Yeah.
Like, with a big button. What's the button for? Solving the problem.
Well.
Oh, by the way, since you're all here again, of course, the very first person to greet you when you got on the ship, though, was your friend and mine, Benny. I love the fact that you just put your head in your hands before I even said the name. So hurtful. All right. Anyway, but was it because
We
you knew it was
actually
Benny?
went through that meeting last time.
Oh, did we?
We did.
I've even noted
Yeah.
Pripyat's brackets sighing have been an
Hey, Lily, I don't know how to say this, but if you can
and
find a
one
better...
of the next game points was Pripyat works on his report to Indira and on avoiding Benny. Sorry, the sound cut out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you're sounding pretty like 70 meters underwater most of the time. So, I don't know if you can find...
Would you like me to call on my mobile?
Well, I don't have a phone number for you to ring.
I will close here and I will dial in on my mobile and see if that helps the problem.
Okay.
Just one moment.
Cool. Okay, so well then, obviously Benny's very keen to assist you with anything that you need assistance with. I just want to remind you that Benny's here to help. So, for instance, he notes that you've brought someone badly infected with the blight onto the ship. Benny could help you with that. Take one for the team, as it were. I mean, always happy to be held responsible for slightly dodgy things.
Benny, can Benny make what were they filter packs? We just get him making those from the time. Just stay in there, make some filter packs.
Benny can do anything, I'm sure. It's just, what kind of quality will you get back for your filter packs?
Do you want him to make
filter packs?
Do you want him to make filter packs? You can task him with that. You've seen him make he does little icons all the time.
Those things are a good idea. We're going to need more. So, yeah.
Oh, we've now got 2 Lilies. Hello, Lily 2. Ben 2.
I mean, otherwise I'll just get him to make like shotgun shells and pistols for us, because my brake pistols are just primitive shotgun shells. Just need to pack them.
So he could be, really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who would have thought that?
Is that better?
That is so much better.
Okay, yeah, I'm just on my mobile and everything else is still on the computer. You will have the dubious disappointment of me not being able to type stuff, but I'm sure that's actually a positive.
I'm not sure it is, but we need those pithy comments. But being able to hear you properly is awesome in comparison to underwater Lily.
Okay.
It's not the wet, is it? It's not the wet.
Oh, well, I think the last time I was just commenting that I had actually noted that Pripyat sighing asked it's Benny, and then next game Pripyat works on his report to Indira and on avoiding Benny. So it is noted how much Pripyat values his factotum Benny.
Yeah.
Things change, man.
Things change. All right, so what do you actually guys... So, all right, so what do you guys want to do? So we're going to Hammurabi Station, but that's going to take at least a day or two. You're decontaminating, so that probably takes a day or two. So, all good.
We do have a list. I'd like to point to the list again.
If you would like to run one of the items of the list down, I'd be more than happy to allow you to do it.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, I can take care of one thing, and other people can take care of other things if they.
Sure. What are you taking care of there, Amman?
I have a feeling I'm probably best suited to deal with the carbine rifle thing, whatever it is.
Nice. Okay.
Lily has, and I'm sure Ben will appreciate that.
Perfect. All right. So you're going to be down in the machine engineering shop, trying to retrofit a bulky power supply onto this beautiful, long, gorgeously decorated weapon that takes a little micro power supply that I mean, it's empty and you can't replicate the tech, but it's there.
Yes.
Sorry, I missed. What did you say Ben wanted? Because then I accidentally closed things down.
I'm assuming you're happy if I get that rifle thing working for you?
I'm sure Ben would love that. But didn't you want a monkey?
Sorry, what?
It was a joke. We've spoken about like the some of the stuff we wanted to do, but it was many games ago. I have like a little list of everything that's in all of the different places, and you said you wanted a monkey.
Yeah. No, I just didn't hear you properly then. But
sorry.
I think while we're traveling to Hammurabi Station, this can be the thing that I do down in engineering.
All right, so
which was where the assassin was as well, wasn't it? Down in engineering,
well, they did appear down in engineering. Okay. Yes.
All right. Well, while I'm doing this, I'm kind of looking around suspiciously at people every now and then.
I guess we don't know that it's the assassin. Maybe it's a assassin.
Well, we know that they were in engineering when they did it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But remember, they left engineering.
They did.
They went up into the crew quarters.
That's right.
Yeah. Still. Echoes of things happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so the engraved carbine, the Nadirian long carbiner. Which is it is it's a throw lots of bullets at people I don't like carbine.
All right. So what do I need to roll? Do I need to just do a technology weaponsmith roll?
You do. Do you have weaponsmith as a skill, a talent?
I do.
Right. Okay. Cool. Now this is completely unfamiliar tech, and you are trying to retrofit, like as in, the carbine is Nadirian, not even Third Horizon. So it's Algorab technology. It's First Horizon technology, not second, not third, and certainly not Lost Horizon. So you're a fair way from the starting point of the technology tree. Having said that, ultimately you just want to shove a shit ton of power down a small wire and wind up the thing. So it's an accelerator carbine.
Okay, cool.
On the subject, so give me a technology roll at -3 dice, please.
All right. Do I get anything for workshop?
Yes, you get 1 dice for the workshop.
Okay, well that works out nicely. So it's a -3, and I'm getting 1 for the workshop and 2 for the talent. I'll just zero that out again.
Yep.
All right, 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. All right. So you work out how to charge the thing. It's going to be an energy hog.
Yeah.
Like you're and we've kind of made this point already a few times. Like, your technology is built to run on the whiff of an oily rag. This is like taking a 12-cylinder car into a 4-cylinder environment and saying we'll just put petrol in that thing.
Cool. So we need lots of power and the regulator.
So it's going to consume 2 power cells to run, and it's vulnerable to me just going darkness points. It's exhausted of its power.
Fair enough. Have you got all that, Lily?
Yep, getting it.
Cool. So it's an accelerator carbine, is it?
Yeah, comes with the sweet smell of auto fire. And like I said, and a shit ton of energy consumption.
Right.
I think it's an accelerated carbine that I was thinking of. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, that's
I'll
cool.
just double check that against the list of.
And Lily, you want Ben to keep that?
Yeah. So I'm happy to take it. I did offer it to Rada if he was better with guns. But you know, if Ben is the best one to use this weapon, then yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
But I don't want to hog like good stuff. So if someone else wants it, then you know.
Well, you are the guard, and you're meant to be good with these things.
This is your job.
And
Yeah.
we are equipping it. Otherwise, I could use it as a club or a thrown weapon.
It would be cheaper to power.
I am totally
it was so cheap to power it then.
It's all good. I was joking, Lily. Take it.
Take it.
I think Ben would be more effective using it as a club as well.
In the notes that you need to question Azira, the arm lady, about your uncle.
I do. Hopefully she won't take a pill.
Not
All right,
another one.
So you've got a functioning accelerator carbine. Just to note from the Third Horizon rules, they are armor piercing, silent, and auto fire capable.
Yeah.
And they crit on a 1.
What?
Yeah. We all had accelerator weapons when we were playing our Coriolis game, just because they were the most deadly.
Yeah, just completely.
Just for that crit.
Just for the crit levels. Yeah, Ren's Equilibri had, the pistols.
Yes.
All right, so you have a working piece of Nadirian technology. Well, you have something anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. What about the rest of you? So that's going to take the entire time on the way to Hammurabi Station, right? Between decontamination and working out how to plug the batteries in, and feed the power through, and to your point, regulating the power, takes everything you've got.
If I don't do it properly, it explodes, and nobody wants that.
Nobody does that.
No.
What if we accelerate it backwards, like straight out the back of the barrel? Maybe that's bad. Maybe that's really bad. Where will I be? You'll be behind the barrel. So, sorry. All right. Next hand up for doing stuff. Anyone want to do anything on the way to Hammurabi Station?
Well, I think Nilette's going to make a start on looking at this emerald.
The disc.
Thing.
The emerald disc. Yeah. Right. So it is
Which
literally a lozenge kind of disc shape. It's hexagon. It's crystalline in structure. It's round and sharp and pointy. It's this green disc. You stole a disc reader from the crash shuttle, if I remember correctly.
Oh, we didn't steal it.
You acquired a disc reading interface from the shuttle, if I remember correctly.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And brought the entire thing with you. So you have a way of interfacing with the disc. It's not just a disc.
Yeah. Well, because we've also got the singularity sphere and its reader.
Yes. Well, it's holding thing. You don't really. Yeah.
We took it out intact with 4 successes. It's there. We have to integrate it in some way.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So you're going to work on the green disc reader. So the first tricky bit in this very long journey you're about to enter into is, of course, just plugging the ruddy thing into something so that it, pings back a zeros and ones answer to a question. For which I will want you've got jury rig, don't you? Or did we decide? No, that's right. In the Amman v. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I have just taken in my rejig is a talent called Surveyor, which is a specialization in using sensors and scientific instruments to investigate natural phenomena and resulting data. So,
okay, I am going to be upfront. The green disc is not natural phenomena. It is explicitly a person-built piece of kit. It is like reading the hard drive of a computer.
Yeah. But it's also for like they had like this whole massive paragraph, and I haven't written it all out. But it's basically saying using sensor for analytical and scientific use.
Okay, so you can analyze it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be awkward, but it's not the same as interfacing with it, right? Like you can analyze the construction.
I would like to also analyze the thing first, and then try to interface with it. Yes.
All right, make me a. It probably actually is an observation roll.
All right, so. Sorry, I didn't get to read all this out here. So it says you can choose to use your science skill for such roles, even in situations where you'd normally use something else.
Oh, okay. All right. Have you got science?
Yeah. So I've got 4 science.
4 science. Jesus. Okay. Yep.
That's the other thing I did.
Right up.
And +2 to. Okay, I'm gonna actually have to read this again. Hold on a second. Where was it? Why'd they make it
talent.
so long? Yeah, the talent is so long.
Don't worry about any bonuses from the talent. They're going to be negated by the complexity of the thing you're trying to analyze.
Okay,
so
I will just roll it.
Just roll your science skill. Let me guess, that's a 0 successes moment, isn't it? I can tell, even from all the way over here in this camera, I can tell it's a 0 successes moment.
I will be pushing that one.
Will you? That's beautiful. Oh, yes. No, push away. Hold on. Thank you.
And totally worth it because I got 4 successes this time.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
The emerald disc explicitly is Al-Ada technology. It dates. The disc itself is at least 800 years old, and maybe older. But
sorry, how old?
At least 800 years old.
800 years old.
Yeah. And your best guess is that it's probably been in the environment you're in, like as in on the planet, for at least 400 to 500 years.
Okay.
So it predates the arrival, obviously, of any of the fleet that you came with.
Wow. Okay.
The construct itself, the emerald disc, is basically, I mean, you could damage it, but you'd have to work bloody hard. It's the equivalent of a black box.
Yeah.
So it's intended to survive pretty much anything and come out the other side intact, which means it's going to hold a fairly significant. It'll hold. It's the crystalline structure is more about toughness and resisting damage than it is about complex data storage. Mm-hmm. So it'll hold reasonably minimal data, and by the way, minimal in the context of crystalline storage, not minimal in the context of more modern things. But yeah, there's a lot of investment in just making the outer shell pretty much invulnerable to everything and making sure there's no vulnerabilities. So, for instance, and this sounds super specific, but it'll give you a sense of it, it's not optimized for data storage, because if you optimize things like this for data storage, you're inevitably making them vulnerable to cosmic radiation.
Yeah.
So they haven't. They've kept them far enough apart that that's not a problem.
Yeah.
So anyway, all good. So that's what you work out with your 4 successes. And you already have a reader, so beyond that, that's kind of confirms that the reader will basically be able to read the disc. once you plug it in and get it working, which is the zeros and ones statement from earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, probably with all of that, it would seem logical. It is marked with it's marked with a flower motif that is embedded in the crystalline structure.
Does that look familiar?
It does look pretty similar to the little white flowers that you've found so far on the two bodies.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty. All right, so that's what Nilette's doing on the way to Hammurabi Station. Pripyat, Dan, Ben.
You said, are we still getting decontaminated? So we're stuck still in our.
No.
Rooms?
You've got about a day of time to do shit.
All right. I want to see if I can track where the assassin could have gone. So you said the guys chased them down, and but lost them to crew quarters. Yeah.
Yeah. So he shot. So there was a effectively a little elevatory type thing that took you up into the crew quarters from the back end of the ship, and your supposition is that the assassin had used that accelerator, and weirdly all of the cameras both in the back area of the third deck, the below deck section, but also the cameras in the crew quarters had were weirdly disabled during that period. So there was no video evidence of anyone having done anything.
Can I use my criminal history and my infiltration to try and work out, okay, so these cameras were off. If I was trying to sneak around and kill people, this is the direction I would have gone. This is where I would have hidden. This is, the disguise I would have worn to look like somebody walking past.
Sure. You're going to try and be the assassin, effectively.
Yeah, just get in their mind brain.
Get into their head. Okay. Hey, quick question: is Rada does Rada worship the icons, or is Rada a member of the sort of nihilistic optimist strand of thinking that is popular in the Lost Horizon?
I think he's a former believer, current nihilist.
Okay, all right. In which case, I wonder if there's pessimistic optimism, pessimistic nihilism. I suspect
Humanism?
There's a lot of that. Yeah, humanism. Yeah, good answer.
Big Lebowski has pessimistic nihilists.
Does it? No.
Yeah, they confront the main character going, "It's not fair." They're German Autobahn sort of they go, "You're fucking nihilists." Of course it's not fair.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, maybe that's the thing. Optimistic nihilism is a thing because nihilism is the pessimistic version of optimistic nihilism. I like that hot take even. All right, good to know. So you try and get yourself into the head of the assassin and then think about how you would have done the killing of these people who invaded the ship and how you would have gotten away. Have I broadly captured your intent?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Make an infiltration roll for me.
Yep. Now, I keep forgetting to use this when I do a skill roll, but so I'm going to use my gambler's talent, which basically gives me an automatic critical success. Do I still need to roll?
But only one per session.
Yeah, that's okay.
No. If you use that talent, I get a darkness point.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a critical success. So you are channeling. You are placing yourself directly in the mind of the assassin from a sneaky perspective.
I feel like it's like a very Sherlockian moment where I'm like dancing around, going back and forth, and everyone who sees me thinks I'm like mad.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Perhaps the most important. So you kind of already know where they went because you found the blood trails and other things and the evidence of their passing and all of those things, and you found the dead bodies, and went through that zone. The really critical thing you recognize, which most of you probably already suspected, is either the assassin had something to take out the computer system for effectively a third of the ship. So the back end of 2 decks. Or they explicitly had the assistance of the captain.
One thing I was kind of hoping was to be able to work out, like, okay, so the camera stopped working for a period. Can I get like a short list of what they could look like? So, when the cameras were back on, this person was walking out with their face covered up. This person was wearing a welding mask.
The cameras were out for ages.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like,
I thought it was a blip, yeah.
No, and it wasn't like a CCTV kind of story where you walk 100 meters down the road and you look for the camera that's sitting over the ATM and point it back. Like, no. That wasn't how this played out. I mean, the one thing you do know from your research is the assassin is really good at what they do. Like, they are an expert's expert. They are nothing to laugh at. Like, they left pretty much no trace untouched. But you don't believe there's any way that they could have done what they did without either a really significant data gin sort of attack on what the captain does to control the ship. Because the captain's embedded in the ship's ecosystem. Like, they're not just sort of sitting at a, sitting on a seat watching a terminal. They are literally connected directly into the compute power of the entire ship.
Sorry.
So yeah,
Dan, can I just look at this from another angle, which could be 2 prongs in the same investigation? And because I don't have the technological skills, but is it possible to find out, I'm talking to the first officer or something, to look at like rosters and who's on shift and who was on shift in areas where there'd be multiple people. So then we could maybe try and say, through the other end of it, looking at who we can eliminate theoretically. And then that could be a way for us to then, whether it's me or whomever, to then go and maybe interview people and say, so you're in the mess hall, who else was there? And do it from that angle, but try and tie into the same sort of mystery.
The other thing I was thinking as well, if this person is a serious pro, they're probably going to try and get off the ship as soon as possible. So I want to know, like, who leaves offshore, who doesn't come back. So, because I suspect we're going to be one crew member short. It's in, like, they're pretending to be a crew member at the moment, and when we make our next stop, they're going to abscond.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's like, is it a crew member or is it someone who's just hidden the whole time? We assume it's a crew member.
And what is their motivation?
Yes. So I'm going to look at it from that angle, if that's, and we can maybe try and work together to eliminate. I'm going to look at, instead of trying to find out who it was, I'm going to try and find out who it wasn't, if that makes sense.
Who can we trust?
All right. So can I get a...
Because I have some skill in bureaucrat, which may or may not help looking at...
No, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
So, that's a talent, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it is, yes.
Can you roll for me... I think it has to be... I think it is still an observation roll, which does a bit of heavy lifting in Coriolis, the Third Horizon.
Yep, that's fine.
With the what's the talent bonus for bureaucracy?
+2 on bureaucracy.
Okay, then add 2 dice to your observation roll and give me a roll, please.
Okay, 6 dice. Fucking no successes.
Did you want to push that?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to push that.
Nice.
You're welcome. Push. 1 success this time. I'll take that.
Okay. All right. So, like, the crew manifest for the ship is almost 50 people. So it's not trivial to sort of work it out. What you can work out pretty quickly is most of the engineering and machinist staff had fled the 3rd floor, so they were not on the 3rd floor. They were up on the crew quarters, and broadly unaccounted for, right? Because they were fleeing. They weren't in their normal place. And there's about 16 of them, give or take. Not all of them were on shift, but the total engineering crew is about 16 people. And a fairly significant portion of the cargo crew were also in amongst all of that. So that's about 23 readily unaccounted for people, for want of better language. Now, between the two of you, you also have the evidence of someone sending messages out at certain points, which obviously you also detected, which would suggest someone with reasonably decent technical skills and access to either the core command and control system from the first deck, or, as you are now fully aware, the command and control system from the 3rd deck, which is, of course, completely vulnerable to such manipulation. And that would also fold in neatly with the sort of supposition that maybe the captain didn't help them, maybe they actually had the technical skills to take out all the cameras, which would require a very significant capability and understanding of the ship itself. Yeah, so those are your 2 biggest groups. So you've got the cargo crew. There's about 7 members of the cargo crew. There's 16 members of the engineering and machinist crew. They're all led by Dawood Sigmon, who is the first engineer. So you would need to talk to him or not talk to him and go around him to talk to Manala Lee Kerfler, who, the internal scuttlebutt is, might not be the world's biggest fan of Dawood. But that's, intersigned politics.
Well, we could talk to both and see where their stories match or don't match.
Indeed. Where don't they match? Now, while you're doing all of this, just to remind you, Benny is offering to assist you in any way possible. Did you need him, for instance, to write out a list of the names of the people who were on the engineering shift? Because he could do that for you.
Yeah, and look, to be fair to that little rat weasel face bastard, he...
it's a stretch. It's a stretch when you say words "to be fair." But
to be fair, but also.
Sorry, I misspoke. To be fair to that expendable rat weasel face bastard, he could, because of his kind of, depending on how many sort of believers there are, and his sort of general air of non-offensiveness, he could be a reasonable person to go and talk to, to folks and just scuttlebutt and some.
I mean, if you would trust him with this very important mission. Because he, he's willing to help you however possible.
Well, the thing is, Benny, if you want to become a fully fledged member of this team, we need to step up to show us what you can do.
And do you? And he looks at you with these big, the biggest Benny eyes that Benny can achieve. Which is to say barely above slits, yeah. but biggest Benny eyes. Do you think it's possible that the assassin is on the ship?
Duh.
Oh my God.
And just as a little aside to everyone else, we have to be careful with what we feed him because we don't want him to to blab about Mars. So, yeah, we need to give him a little bit of information to go out there, because his ignorance will probably help with his cover story or his just general air of in this instance, with his kind of affability and just being able to converse with people. And so, yeah, I think, unless anyone's particularly against that, I think we should.
I might interject to say we don't know. We have, we think that we don't have evidence.
Okay.
So all things are possible.
But how would they have gotten off?
Well, I'm just more like trying to not get Benny to tell everyone he meets that there's an assassin on board. I'm trying to introduce doubt in him.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
Don't
do that.
He specifically said the assassin.
Yeah.
Just so we're all on the same
Was
page.
it the assassin who paid him to kill us in the first place?
No, it was.
That was ages ago.
It was ages ago, and it was just pushing over a single bookcase. I mean, I think you're overstating it. Kill us. Benny sees it more like a meet cute. Yeah.
So what you're saying, Ben, is that we should kill Benny. Is that what we should do?
for revenge for the bookshelf.
I mean, Benny saw it. Benny now tells that story as a sort of meet cute story rather than a paid to cause physical harm to others story.
Guys, you remember that time I almost killed you? That was funny, wasn't it? Oh, good times. Yeah.
Oh, hilarious. How's the shoulder, Benny?
Yeah, exactly.
I just casually clean my gun every time he brings it up.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. Well, I could question them for you, of course.
We just want general vibes. We just want to understand what people think and know.
Oh well.
And also, we want to know where they were.
Those kafalas, they are not good people.
Now, Benny, sorry, Benny King character. Benny, we are not. We are interested only in the facts, not in hearsay or supposition or the vibe of the meaning. What we are looking for is, what we want you to do is find out where everyone was at this time, and can their whereabouts be proven or confirmed by other sources, other people. So we're not looking for the assassin or an assassin. We're just trying to figure out where everyone was at the time. And that is what we need you to do.
Yes, I could do that. I could do that really easily.
It won't be easy, Benny. Calm down. We need you to do this well.
Oh, yes, of course, I will do it well. So I will go and talk to each person, but you need to know the Kerfalas, not good people. That's all I'm saying.
And duly noted.
Yes.
Pripyat,
there's a Kerfala last name and a Kerfala first name, and they are both in the engineering crew. How is this possible? How can you have one person have it be their last name and another person have it be their first name?
Yes, but what we want are facts and objectivity. Ben.
That is a fact. There are two Kerfalas.
That is a fact, and we note that. Excellent note. Pripyat's developing a Twitch, I think, right about now.
But anyway, I take your point. I will go and I will subtly find out where they were.
Subtle is the good man, yes.
Without giving them any information.
Oh, I will not share anything of any importance.
We want you to go and just talk to people and say, oh, when that happened, how did you survive? What did you do? Where were you? Who were you with? Less focus on what happened and more focus on where they were and can that be confirmed. We are putting our trust in you, Benny. Do not disappoint us.
No, it will be I will pray to the Lady of Tears and beg her wisdom, and then I will ask each of them this question.
Excellent, Benny. Go and serve us well.
All right. Yes, I am on it. And you want me to ask the engineering crew, right?
Everyone.
Oh, everyone?
Well, no, mainly. What do you
There's
think?
a lot of people to ask.
Yeah, the engineering
on those two groups, the warehouse
We
people.
believe in you.
Yeah.
In particular, the engineering crew, because that's where everything was happening. Yeah.
Yes.
So was it the like warehouse people and the crew and the engineering crew, who are the ones that we kind of think we
Yeah, cargo and engineering.
All right, excellent. I'm on it. I have it worked out.
I'm waiting for you to say he scurries away.
Yeah, he scuttles away
with his little rat hands in front of him.
He walks away calmly and superior, looking like a prince, striding down the road. No, that is not what he does. But I feel like it's deserved for that comment.
Now, does anyone have any thing for a migraine? I feel it coming on.
All right, so you're
talking to Benny.
So you've released the Benny onto this problem, and Dan, you've worked out the assassin, deadly as hell, really skilled. The infiltration. Oh, one thing about the infiltration, actually. All right, so you did call upon the gambler. So, whilst the assassin was, obviously very highly skilled. I mean, they took out 4 or 5 people in a couple of seconds, really. They were taking a big risk. Like the thing you're probably most conscious of, is on the assumption that the assassin is this really careful, planning kind of person. The action that they took was actually pretty high-end risk, right? Like they would have had to have shut down all of the comms, and pretty much immediately gone down and done what they did, and then escape. And that would have been happening while you guys were in a firefight just around the corner with a squad of these guys. So they obviously felt the risk was worth it.
Which I find troubling.
Yeah, it's hard to understand why they would have felt that. Let's put it that way. Like, you don't have an immediate answer to that question, but it's clear that they were willing to do this at significant risk to themselves.
Okay.
All right, Ben, anything for you for your day of zipping around the space waiting to get to Hammurabi Station?
Actually, I did just think of something going back a long way that I put on my loose ends thing ages ago.
Sure.
I didn't think it'd be Ben asking about this, to be honest, but hey, might as well. So I guess Ben just goes back to the guard duty stuff. He will be... so he often asks for Zero Vendau and Gar Budaleb's assistance with stuff. And he remembers that they'd wanted to ask Gar Budaleb about a bit about Mosca's background, going back to the great urn puzzle.
The urn.
Yes, we're bringing that back in.
And the stolen DNA. Oh, sorry. Acquired DNA.
Yeah. Well, Rob did say he thinks that thing was a healing wand, but I heard that it was something that analyzes biological material, so I thought that maybe that could come in here, but that's more a Nilette and Amman thing. So Ben will just be talking to other people who I assume they're sort of in the guards, even if they don't really us. So yeah, I suppose when they're just maybe looking into fixing weapons, or maybe he's just talking to them, debriefing about the delve, getting their perspective as other experienced delvers. He finishes that, then he will just ask Garb, as far as you know, was there any other Mosca prior to the one that came up with the Explorers Guild? Just asking out of curiosity after something we saw in the well.
Just casual conversation. Ben
doesn't do casual conversation.
Ben doesn't do casual conversation. No, I like it. Can Ben make for me a I think it's a manipulation roll, which I'm sure Ben is awesome at, but
Oh yeah, like so many dice. Two
so
dice.
many dice. Give me 2 dice. Wow. Right up there.
I believe in you.
Yeah, he's got an empathy of 2 and a manipulation of 0. Ben is not good. 1 success. Okay.
See, right there.
I'll take that.
Right there, and no darkness points.
Not this time.
Oh, well, yes, I mean, there's always been rumors about Moscow, says Gar, always. I mean, she's a strange woman. She's been around for a long time. Some people say that maybe the current Moscow is the daughter of the previous Moscow. That maybe she raises her children in a creche somewhere and feeds them scraps so that they know how to survive the coldness of space. I don't, buy into such rumors, of course. I mean, it's silly. Look, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I've known Moscow now for almost, 60 odd years. And I'm about 65.
So you knew her when you were 5?
Yes. And she hasn't aged much in the intervening time.
That doesn't remind us of the Wardens of the Well at all.
Oh.
No.
Yes. Well, I mean, I guess it's possible. I mean, it's unlikely that the Wardens were the only ones aware of how the blight vines that they were harvesting worked to sustain their lives.
Sorry, so the blight vines sustain life?
Oh, the blight is not... You know that the blight is more than just some voracious beast, do you not?
I had not really been aware.
Oh, yes. I mean, nothing that makes flowers of such beauty could all be all-consuming.
I think we can disagree on that one.
Oh, well, when you finally pass to the blight, it's this beautiful opening up of your body and the flowering of all of these vines. It's a beautiful moment of transition in life. And they all went...
Okay, I'd just like to put that concern meme? Just putting that in here. How is Zero reacting to this?
He's probably he's known Gar for a long time. Kind of looks across at you and raises an eyebrow. I mean,
welcome to the fold.
It's like, yeah, okay. There's a reason why we don't let Gar go on any more delves. Maybe Gar wants to go on delves and we don't let him. Let's not dwell on the relationship between delves and Gar. Yeah, dark. Yes. So anyway, while Zero is raising his eyebrows, Gar's like, yes. I mean, I had hoped one day that I too would just flower. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to.
I see. Well, you should be careful. I think that the blight can consume people.
It speaks of the future and of transition. I mean, Isn't it obvious what happened? I mean, the blight is the builders. You see, I've been thinking about this for a long time. He leans across at you, sort of, and raises and places his hand on yours across the table at this point.
Oh boy.
I've been thinking about this a lot for many years now, and it's the obvious answer. The builders became the blight. See, we've misunderstood the blight. The blight is not a destroyer, it's a creator. See, what I think happens is we become one with the blight, and then we join the greater consciousness that is clearly what the blight contains. And then we're all part of one great mind, which is surely what's happened with all the builders. That's where they are, that they bred the blight to change.
Ben is feeling quite disturbed at this point, both on one hand because this is just disturbing, but on the other hand because I think that I went into it in this sidetrack last time we had one of these interim games. He had actually been having the dreams and stuff that were telling him that maybe the blight isn't something to be feared. Maybe it's something that should be embraced.
Yeah.
Like a certain other person he once knew seemed to believe that they could live with the blight, and that in fact it could enhance you somehow, or you could become resistant to the negative effects.
Yep. And Gar
was all
Butalev is all about that.
Yep. Okay. Well, I guess I got some interesting answers. So because that's disturbing. Roll for sanity. Wait, wrong game. I guess Ben is feeling really uncomfortable. He will awkwardly suggest, oh, hey, Zero, why don't we go practice sparring or something? You stay here and rest.
Oh, I will. Sorry, I mean, not everyone is ready for the truth. But I could tell from the way you ask those questions, you are close to the truth. I can feel it. You and I are similar.
I think that scientist was a true speaker, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Which one?
Okay, so you're sparring with Zira Von Dow. What do you want to do with it? Do you just want to spar? Are you just looking for a way out, or are you trying to have a... So about that mate, about that old boy Gar. So,
Oh. Well, seeing as you're offering, okay, sure, yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Has he been like that for some time?
Oh, a long time, yeah. He came back from a delve about 15 years ago, and smuggled a blight vine and orchid onto the station and attempted in an uncontrolled way to release it. Obviously, we dealt with that. And ever since then, we've kept Gar on a reasonably short leash. Yeah, I wouldn't...
Please forgive...
Oops, sorry,
just
Lily.
Because they said that. Okay. Against his better judgment, Ben asked, I don't suppose you have had dealings with other people bringing blight or blight vines onto Jamur before?
I'm offended by that question. Of course not. The black toad is we do sometimes engage in slightly risky behaviors, but we would never bring Blight directly onto the station.
Can Ben roll for telling the truth?
You can
it's
roll
probably 2 dice.
Observation.
Okay, cool. Observation. Oh, that's actually slightly better. Oh, well. Okay, I have good observation. Wait, what did I just... how can I see what I just rolled?
I do not know.
Oh, I got 1 success. One
success. Okay. No,
basically, I think
you don't get anything.
Just okay, sure. Well, in that case, I'll just say, okay, Ben trusts him because he's not good at that sort of thing. And he thinking, oh, phew, they didn't have anything to do with that. You know, they probably don't know anything about my past. Good, great, excellent.
Yeah, and in no way is the black toad tied to the orchid dust drug and an epidemic that is currently undermining the social cohesion of Jammu Station.
Oh, unfortunately, he knows that. But he wants to think good of Zira, and now he's like, oh, yay, this person definitely doesn't have anything to do with that. They're definitely not the Raid Orchid who are, like, experienced delvers and stuff like this person.
No, not like that at all. All right, so Benny, so you guys kind of get to Hammurabi Station. The ship obviously comes in, the Arkhander that is, comes in pretty hard and docks at Hammurabi Station. Benny comes and finds you, Pripyat. I told you. I asked questions. I think Manala Li Kefala is okay. Yes, I am surprised too. I saw your face. Yes, I am surprised. But Kefala Feldurum, she is a power technician, but she moves with the grace of a dancer. And I do not know, Pripyat, if you know, but I know no power technicians that move with the grace of a dancer. Not one. And I have known many. And also, I asked around, as I suspected, these Kefalas, you cannot trust them. She is often seen to go and eat her meals by herself, and not eat them with the rest of the group. And when they gather together to pray to the machine icon, she does not join in the prayers. As far as I'm concerned, she's clearly a criminal.
Right. That may well be true, and I applaud your diligence in this, but she may not be the criminal that we are after. Did you speak to anyone about her whereabouts during the blackout, as it were?
Yes, I did. She disappeared.
Okay.
No one knows where she went.
And everyone else was accounted for? Is she the only...
yes, they all went down to the coffee barge in the front of the crew quarters during the evacuation symbols, and could not be found when we were doing the head count. But either way, they were all down that end, stealing Kurtha.
It sounds like a public service evacuation drill where everybody just goes to the cafe.
That might be what I'm channeling right
now.
Yeah.
So,
having been evacuated many times from buildings.
So you're saying that while she could not be accounted for, could it possibly be she could not be accounted for because everyone else was in the same place?
It could be that, yes, but I think we should watch her. And I think when she leaves the ship, she will not come back. Or she will seek to make contact with her contacts.
Okay, you raised some valid points, Betty. I am quite impressed.
Yes, yes, I know. I am very good at this.
And no one else is sort of flagging your interests in this way?
Oh, well, there is, of course, Vosnelari.
Right.
Who is also not a power technician, but an electromechanic.
Right. Okay. And why are they on your radar, as it were?
Oh, there are rumors that they are in a relationship with Kerfra Lafel Durum.
Okay.
And anyone who sleeps with a Kerfra is clearly a criminal.
It's clearly questionable. I see that. Okay. Benny,
the pale lady, she was opening my eyes. Pulls out one of the icons. Pulls out the icon of the pale lady.
I'm sure I've got it here. Oh no, it's in this pocket.
It's in this pocket, yes, exactly.
Benny, I am impressed.
Oh, and, this is what I'm good at.
This is what you're good at. Oh,
yes. Yes. If you need someone to ferret out embarrassing secrets about someone, you come to Benny.
Benny, you seem to have many bows to your string.
Yes.
So, yes. Look, I will speak with the others and
you knot them, and then you tie each piece into the string, and then you do another.
Of course, yes, excellent.
Got 2 bows to your string.
Now, I do believe that Rada was getting you to work on, or Amman was getting you to work on something else as well, some ammunition or something. Is that correct?
Oh no, I was doing shotgun. I was doing grape ammo for Rada.
Right. Okay. So perhaps I will take the information you have given me with my gratitude. I will speak with the others, and we will we'll discuss your position and your most interesting skill set. Thank you.
And perhaps you might allow me just this small gift, if that is okay.
What is this gift?
I am hoping that you might share your wisdom in relation to one of the icons. That I might write it down and put it in one of my little lockets.
Any particular icon or wisdom that you are looking for?
I mean, I feel like we all need to thank the traveler, or sort of looks down, or the spider.
I thought that might be as much. Okay. Look, I will definitely.
Oh, I've embarrassed myself. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Benny, it is okay. It is okay. I appreciate your efforts, and I will give consideration to your request.
Oh, thank you. Because your wisdom is so great.
It is. You are correct. It is.
Around the corner come the rest of the group, and they just see Benny, kind of, grimmer worm tongue to Saruman,
Now,
with you,
I think you should. I think you should go back to your cabin, and continue on with the important work that Rada has got you.
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you, Benny.
Of course. Doing it right now.
off he squirms.
Yes. He walks away proudly like a prince. All right. Well, what do you want to do? Woo! You're parking at Hammurabi Station.
I am hoping that
Indira wants to leave, arm free or not.
Is the man going to make his move to question her before she goes?
What? Me question her?
Yeah, didn't you want to ask Indira about your uncle?
Oh, yes. Yeah, sorry, her. So
not Indira.
Yeah, no. Yes, I do actually want to ask her about whether she'd seen this man holding up the photo. He is somebody I know from a while ago.
You know.
Somebody
Let
used
me
to
look at this question you ask. You did sort of save my life, but also literally destroyed my arm. So,
Well, you'd be dead right now and composting, or you would be with the combine, the mining combine, if it wasn't for us. And we have brought you back to the station where you may actually reunite with the people that you love and care about, or at least frequent with.
I don't think I've seen the person that you're showing me this photo of. Is there anything more you can tell me about them? Because whilst I might not recognize them directly, I might be able to assist you in some other way.
Yes, his name is Alexander Eortis. He may be going under another alias here. He was very forthright in alternate ideas of how things should be run when he left the ship city. This was how many years ago did I say? 10, 15?
Some time ago.
Some time ago.
Well, that sounds... And he came and what specifically were his beliefs?
He believed that the current structure of elitism that was corrupting in Ship City needed to be reorganized. There needed to be a bit more, let's say, independence and equality to all people on the Ship City. And he left suddenly feeling his life was, I don't know, probably threatened in some way. Maybe he saw a bigger opportunity elsewhere in the Hammurabi arm.
A number of people with such beliefs, a belief in change, travel on to Habantam, which is famous for its gathering of believers in change.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there are many cults to the old icons active in Habantam, all of who believe that the white star represents fundamental change and power.
I see. Okay. Well, that is a very helpful thing to understand.
So it is possible that he travelled on to Habantam. Members of the cults of Habantam are found scattered through all of the systems. I, of course, reject the icons.
Naturally.
Like all sensible people.
Naturally, I fully understand your position there.
But others are less persuadable, are easily fooled by these charlatans, these Coriolite leeches.
Do they have a symbol that would recognize? Probably a white star of some sort, I'm going to guess.
It is indeed a white star.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, what a guess. Yeah.
Okay. And are you going to be okay?
I will recover, or I will get no worse. Unfortunately, my mission was unsuccessful, but we continue our conflict with the Combine. I will continue in that way.
Okay. Well, I tell her to basically, she needs something or has any information about my uncle, then to contact us.
I will indeed do so.
Okay.
All right. Well, you've docked at Hammurabi Station, and she is keen, and for that matter, the first officer is keen for her to be the first person to leave the ship. So she pretty
gracefully
much
and let her go.
She shoots. Yeah, she's gone. All right. Well, you're at Hammurabi Station, a center of relaxation and opportunity, also known as a dingy, rundown
hive
of sin and villainy. Thank you. Yes, that's right. Do you enter Hammurabi Station? The crew are keen to take this opportunity to get out. Is Pripyat bringing Benny's insights into the Kurfala to the rest of the group?
Yeah, absolutely. Pripyat, our little ferret has a couple of interesting people he is concerned about. We can't dismiss completely, despite his obvious dislike of people for their religion or lack of thereof. And I go through what he's told us. To my eyes, it feels like we either need to keep all of the crew on board, or if we do let them go, we need to have some of them watched. Personally, I would suggest we do what we need to do and turn around and keep going on. But unless anyone else has any things, maybe we could. I thought maybe we might be able to enlist the help of Zera to maybe follow that person around or something should we need to. But
I feel like if we don't let the crew have some leave, we might be facing a riot sooner rather than later, or a mutiny. So I feel like while we have an opportunity to give everyone a rest, we can. I'm happy to watch that person who moves like a dancer.
Yeah, and their partner. I would be interested to talk to the first officer and ask about recruitment and how long. I know it's in Lily's notes here.
Yeah. Remember, all the crew are replaced.
Kurfala Feldurum
and Gos Valari, and see when they joined and if they know anything about them or if there's any history of those two. They would have looked into some sort of, I assume they would have had a record or some kind of, references when they got hired on board.
Do any of us have any data gen skills, like computer hacking skills?
Zilch.
Yeah, I was going to say Nilette has data gen skills.
Yeah.
It might be worth on Nilette once we get those records then for you to see if they've been tampered in some way. Or falsified.
Yep.
That's good, I like that.
All right. Well, the first officer will give you access to the crew. Per the comment that Rob was making just a minute or two ago, most of the crew is new. Because there was a really small core of crew, and then the ship was refitted for this job and took on significantly more crew to go back to being a slipstream cruiser. So there aren't that. So there's a core of the old crew, but most of the people are new.
Because the captain had his accident, and then they swapped out all the crew and everything.
Yeah, that's right. And there's a couple of the people, particularly in senior positions, who stayed on with the ship, but most of the rest of the people were exchanged or were. Not only exchanged. It was literally running like as a little a tramp steamer between two planets within the Jamua system, and now you're like, go out into the deep dark space and navigate it.
It would be reasonable that if there's an assassin on board who's trying to ruin our mission, they would stay on board regardless.
Correct.
Mission is not done yet. So yeah. And those two seem to be the best lead that we have at the moment. Unless anyone's got anyone else they should look into, but.
All right. Shall I roll some data gen to see what I can find?
Please do. You're trying to work out whether Kurfala Feldurum's records stack up. Now, this is all in the light of you are letting the crew board the Hammurabi, and by the way, the first officer agrees completely with if we don't let them go onto the Hammurabi, we'll have a mutiny at some point in the not too distant future.
And Thomas, is there a lot of people live on the Hammurabi station?
Yeah, a couple of thousand.
So I have a thing called Street Smarts, coupled with Cultural Adept, and I was wondering, one of the things it allows me to do as a talent is recruiting criminals to my own shady enterprises, and I was wondering if I could maybe reach out and find some shady people to keep an eye on these people while they're on station. If that's
there's the usual band of slightly dodgy people when the ship arrives that you could pay to, there's a couple of rook in it for you if you just, tell me where this person goes. Is that the sort of thing you're thinking?
Yeah.
Why don't we make that a replacement for an observation roll? In effect, what you're doing is using your cultural savant skill to pay people to do the observing on your behalf, right?
Yeah, sounds great.
But we're going to do data gin first. So data gin me away.
I got 2 successes.
Yes.
Okay. It actually doesn't take a lot to work out that Kerfala Feldurum's record is falsified.
Right.
Damn it, Benny might have been right.
But also, it could be...
What alternate universe have we entered, people?
But also, it could be that it's a red herring in that this person, whoever they are, had data skills capable of taking down, all these sensors and cameras that we had. So, would they be so sloppy that you could find this information so easily?
No, probably not. But the fact that they're supposed to be in a partner, in with someone else, and we suggested that whoever did it probably needed some kind of help, so that kind of leans into that a little bit.
And do you check out Vos Nilari's background record as well?
Yep.
Can I have a separate data gen roll for Vos Nilari, please?
Nilari. I got 3 successes for that one.
Okay. Broadly speaking, Voss's record looks pretty solid. So you can't see any obvious signs of fake records or tampering. Yeah. However, Vos Nilari actually is more than capable of switching off all of the computers in a section, all of the cameras in a section of the ship.
Yeah.
Like they have the right understanding of the ship, and they definitely have the right skills. So they wouldn't have done it with data ginning. They would have literally just switched off the power to the cameras.
Okay. Because the first person could have falsified their records in order to get a job. There could be other reasons why they were looking fake.
Yeah, well, he could be like a sleeper who gives a little bit of, he's got the skills to turn it off, and he said just told to assist this person and shut your mouth, turn the computers off, and then walk away, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Can we ask the captain how often these records turn up falsified? Is it super rare? Yeah, sorry, first officer, yep.
No, she's very insistent. It's like, no, I'm the first officer. I explained that before. People are always dodging up their records. I did a long stint on a good ship as opposed to I did a long stint on a bad ship. But do you show her the level, the record, all your evidence that it's been hacked 27 times over?
Yeah, I do.
She does, this is more than just I updated my CV aggressively. Someone has made significant efforts to change. This just isn't Kerfala Feldurum. Whoever Kerfala Feldurum is, this is the person we have on the ship had on the ship because they've gone onto Hammurabi Station. Is not the person that was there.
Did Kerfala join at the station, on the station?
No, Kerfala joined at Jamur.
Right. So,
but they were a late, like they were a very recent hire.
Okay, so they were kind of like one of the last ones to be hired onto the ship.
Yeah.
And would the records on the ship be sort of standardized? So would there be different records on the station, or different records that we could access?
There'll only be records on the station if there's a reason for them to have been on the station, if that makes sense. Like there's no network, there's no networking of information that's just standard, right?
Okay, yep, that's fair.
You are at least, several light years from Jamua. You've traveled on the slipstream.
Yeah.
And there is no fast and light technologies.
Yeah. So there might be records in Jamua, but not here.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
There might be records here. Like, it doesn't rule it out. It just means there would have to be a reason for the record to be here. Yeah. You're on mute, Rob.
Let's say if they got injured, there might be a medical record here, for example. Or they've imported something or bought something significant on the station, or.
Could we have had this conversation before letting people loose on that station?
No.
Okay.
We might have the option of getting some of these shady people to make sure, not in a.
Yeah, you wanted to pay people, so you can make that. You can make that culture. Plus, I am good at corrupting people.
Yeah, I was thinking about we could, if he is kind of legit in as much as his record is fairly stable, maybe.
Oh, Vosnalari,
then maybe one of these shady people could make sure that he misses the ship when we leave, not in a permanent manner, but so that then the assassin, if that is the assassin, is short their accomplice. Makes it a bit harder for them.
You only have 2 electromechanics on the ship.
Right.
So we want to them.
Right. Okay. Well, even still, if we think these are the likely 2, and we probably. What about if I can pay one of these people who is following them to follow them, and if they get into like a bar or something like that, how long is leave going to be? Is it just going to be like an 8-hour shift or something like that? Is that what we're doing, or like a
like you're there for 2 days, let's say?
2 days. Maybe we can get someone to waylay them, or get into a bar fight or something, and then get some reports about how they handle themselves. And if they handle themselves very well, then we have an indicator that person is not exactly who they perhaps say they are. I don't know. I'm just trying to get some ideas in that regard.
Well, first of all, you need to make me your culture roll to to even do.
Okay, let's do that. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I thought I'd done that. Culture roll, and do I? So my talent, +2 for the talent for street smarts.
Sure.
Oh, holy shit! 10d6. I've never rolled that many. Fucking no successes.
Would you like to roll a dark? Would you like to do a push on that?
Yes, I will. I have pushed that, and I've got 2 successes from that.
Nice, thank you.
No, thank you.
Look, always happy to take more darkness.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Oh yeah, sorry. Hold on. There we go. All right. Yeah, all right, Governor. We can follow them for you. And do you want us to, rough them up a bit? Is that what you want? A bit rougher?
Well, look, I would.
How rough do you want them?
I would like a report as to how well they handle themselves. Not in a lead. I do not want them killed, nor just see how they handle themselves in a situation.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, good question. No, Rada, were you going to follow them, or is this happy to outsource to the minions?
I do want to follow one, but in this case, I was once again going to pull up my once per session talent common sense about which one I should follow. I get vague and but useful items from you on that matter.
I'll take that darkness point, thank you. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to work out that the one who's more sus is Kerfler.
Yeah, so I feel like that's the one I'm going to follow.
Okay. Make an infiltration roll for me, please.
Hooray! Infiltration.
The only problem with that is that that will sort of mean that unless the toughs or the criminals can still force some kind of brawl, just so you get an idea of how they handle themselves.
Yeah, I think I'll be this more as backup. But yeah,
okay, great. Yeah.
While you do your thing,
perfect.
I'm rolling 7 dice to infiltrate to keep an eye on them, with 3 successes.
3, Jesus.
Dang.
Okay.
You roll like Nilette does.
I do very few things very well.
All right, so good enough. So you're observing when the ruffians attack them.
Yeah, so I'm basically following them around. My dogs are going crazy. Sorry. I'm following them around for as long as possible, and then I'll be observing that fight.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, they pretty much make a beeline for a bar, and they're sitting there quietly drinking. Vosnalari is not with them. And the ruffians turn up pretty fast and have a crack at them. 2 things happen when the ruffians turn up to beat her up. So, first of all, they just go straight at her. They're not subtle at all. She actually can fight. She can definitely fight. She's definitely pretty damn fine at fighting. Make a melee combat roll for me, like the skill.
Sorry, give me. What's like 1 success?
Okay. Yeah, they're. What's your skill in melee combat?
2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay, they're definitely better than you. Second thing is, that fight lasts for about 30 seconds before a number of very heavily built dudes who were sitting in the bar, also minding their own business, basically come swinging in and throw, beat the shit out of the guys who were following her. And then she goes back to sitting at her table waiting. You have quietly sat in the corner, kind of a la Aragorn at the Prancing Pony. And no one's broadly noticed you. You do see one of those big dudes come over and pull up a chair directly facing her, and they both lean close and have a very somewhat lengthy and whispered conversation with each other.
There's no. How is it busy enough that I can get close to them, catch some of that conversation, or is it just no way?
I will need you to make a new infiltration roll if you attempt to listen to the conversation.
Yeah, I've got mad skills in this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. This won't bounce on me at all. Fuck, 0 successes. Pushing that. 1 success.
Okay, spending a darkness point.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, it's not unheard of that I'd be in this bar. It's not like it's a private space.
No, but
Wow.
you get a little bit close to the conversation, and the next thing you know is you get a punch to the gut.
From the dude?
No, from one of the other dudes in the bar.
Yeah.
And there's about 3 of them standing over you, and they go, this isn't a bar for your types.
And what type is that?
Not from around here, mate. Not from around here. You get off.
What is her reaction to this?
Good question. Does she even notice? She's a bit busy. I mean, she notices the punch. Does she recognize you? Yeah, she does. She looks at you strangely for a second, and then looks concerned. And just turns away.
All right, I'll take my lumps and leave at this point because I don't want to tip her off. But I'm just trying to make it look like I've gone into the wrong place, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the L and just walk away without drawing more attention to the situation.
Okay. Now you followed her pretty much by yourself, right? No one else came with you.
Unless somebody else wants to speak up about it.
I think you're the only one who's actually got any kind of infiltration. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't have got this far if I was with you.
Yeah.
Make an observation roll when you leave the bar.
All right. My observation is right up there with Ben's. It's less than ideal. 2.
2.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. That's what I'm gonna work on. And unsurprisingly, zero successes. I'm not gonna push it. Not worth it.
Okay. All right, you're, traveling down the road, minding your own business. When you hear, make another observation roll for me, please.
1 success.
That's hilarious. Okay. You hear the crack of a weapon being fired and see that a sort of low penetration round crunches beside you. So it's kind of like a grape shot round, but obviously it's a happy sack kind of story.
Yeah.
And striding down the road towards you is Kerfala, Feldurum, and 2 other dudes. And she's sort of cracking open this grape rifle-looking thing and jamming another round in it. What do you do?
I don't want to get a shootout in public, so I think I'm gonna need to make a run for it. Can I roll infiltration to merge with the crowd? Did a John Wick, pile of children walk past?
Absolutely. You surely can.
All right, let's do this. 7 roll. You're kidding me. 0 successes. I really need to get away from them. I'm gonna push that one as well.
Yeah.
1 success.
Okay. They make an observation roll and get 1 success. So, I think that means they see you, actually, if I remember correctly. All right, so you are hiding in amongst the crowd, which gives you cover. They know where you are, though, and are giving chase.
Okay.
And they seem quite content with shooting. Like, they don't seem worried about shooting people.
What's the crowd's reaction to this shot? Like,
they're running away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna call, if I can call Ben, especially with their fancy new rifle, and start running towards the ship and try and meet them somewhere.
Okay, all right. Well, you yell over the radio. You guys get the radio message that, Rada is being chased by this woman, Kerfalaf Eldurum, and two other people.
What area are they in at the moment?
So the station is another ring station.
Yeah.
So there's about two. Oh, sorry, go.
Oh, I've got my notes on it up. So I'm looking at Hammurabi Waystation now. Just like, is he in, the Navassa, Cinnamon Plaza, Halmira Bridge?
Oh, now I need to look it up. Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay. How about I say, Ben actually, because he's a nerd, he read he read a guidebook, and he invited Nilette and Zirabandao to the Shrine of Tamasis and then Cinnamon Plaza because it apparently had really good baklava. Now, there is a pretty dodgy area in Cinnamon Plaza, so possibly, maybe like Ben, Nilette, and Zirabandao, if Jess is okay with that, are having baklava in a cafe when this crackling comes over the radio.
Sounds good.
Yep. Cool. Well, I see why. Because I'm not in the expedition book. That's where I need to be.
Oh, and there's Grease Pit Alley there, so maybe as well as baklava, there's like this tech and machine market that Nilette would be interested in, and maybe Amman tagged along as well.
Cool. All right, so the ship is parked basically right on the hub in Port Saher. So you are out at the Shrine of Tamasis, which is number 9.
Oh, they went to the Shrine of Tamasis. They saw the monkeys. Ben was praying for a while, and then they went to Cinnamon Plaza.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay, Cinnamon Plaza, right. Okay. In which case, yeah. They would have been all the way over in the Hidden Plaza. So basically on the opposite side of the ship from you, station from you. So if you want to meet them, on the assumption you're trying to get to them in a way, your choices are actually, bizarrely, to go back to the Shrine of Tamasis or to go to the Arrival Mosaic.
Okay. Okay, well, we've been to the Shrine of Tamasis, so I guess they... Oh. That's a tough one. Does Nilette have a better idea of what she thinks we should do?
Sorry, which one was the...
Otherwise...
So, if you go sort of north to south, if that helps.
Yeah.
The hidden plaza is the little district of lots of little buildings all clustered
together. I can see it there. Yep.
Okay. And then you're literally on the opposite side to that. So 10 and 11. Now, there is that dotted line represents the cargo tram line that goes all the way around the station.
Well, let's go to the tram line with the Mosaic and try to get to him as soon as possible then.
Alrighty.
Although, I imagine that perhaps they wouldn't let Ben be carrying around the massive gun on the station.
No, they have opinions about gigantic firearms. I mean, you're armed, but they probably wouldn't be comfortable with you bringing something onto the ship that could puncture the walls.
As long as he has his halberd, we might be semi-okay, so...
Yeah, halberds are fine. You're not likely to take out the hull of the ship with the hull of the station with a halberd. But a accelerator rifle, that's a completely different conversation.
Right. So I assume the same with my accelerator pistol versus my great pistol.
Definitely. Yep. Yes. Yeah. You're not expected to disarm, but they have very strong opinions about things that can actually are built to puncture armor and steel.
Yeah.
Now, Thomas.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to go and see the monkeys until tomorrow. I hear the call, and it's like, sorry, baby, I got to go.
Was that to a 0?
Sorry?
I was making a joke. I said, was that to a 0?
No. So wherever that is, I'm going to rendezvous with people wherever they say.
So that feels like you were actually not too far away from where Ben started.
Okay. Excellent.
Over in, the Hidden Plaza, Halmura, that sort of region.
That's cool. Okay.
So you're actually coming in from behind, effectively.
Yep, that's right. I can work my way through the crowds and things.
Okay. All right. So, you guys, what about Pripyat? Are you joining in Pripyat? Are you gonna?
No, he can find his own girl.
I feel like it would be remiss of me to not let the children have their fun. I don't. I mean, he's not a fighter. I think he would hear this and probably go to the first officer and say there is an issue. Have you got? Did they not have guards or something on the ship? Is that?
We saw the guards.
Sorry.
You've been training them, haven't you?
Yeah. No, Ben's been training them up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Benny. Sorry.
And I was thinking about going to the first officer and say, I need a detachment of your people because the other ambassadors are under attack on the station.
Oh my God! Quick, unleash the guard.
Unleash the guards. And if they're not careful, I will send Benny out there soon as well.
Oh, Pripyat. I would go out, but I am feeling slightly unwell, and I hurt my ankle this morning when I got out of bed. I'm ready to do whatever you need me to do, but at the same time, by the time I got there with the limping and the throwing up, I don't know if it would be any use at all.
We should reserve your strength for now, Benny. I think they can take care of themselves.
I am so sorry I cannot offer more help in this situation. I would help. I would.
It is. We understand, Benny. It is. But to not put oneself in the line of fire for one's crewmates, it is not for everyone.
Indeed, and but hopefully, what I discovered for you, it is truth. Yes.
We shall see.
Yes. These Feldorums, you must watch them. He's moved on from Kerfala because it turns out the other one was okay, but it's clearly Feldorums now. All right, so you guys are racing towards Ben, who is desperately dodging these people. Ben, give me another infiltration roll to. Actually, not an infiltration roll. Give me a.
Do you make Rada?
Rada, sorry. Yep, got Ben right in front of me. Rada, give me a agility roll, please. I think it's agility, isn't it? Agility, dexterity, one of the two.
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Give me a dexterity roll.
All right, 66. 1 success.
Okay.
Parkour.
Yeah, you're like basically using people as shields. And making your way to the thing. All right, so you keep running. They are pursuing you. You come across the Mosaic Zone. So this is a whole entry region that is got all of these beautiful mosaics painted onto the walls, all handcrafted. It's the one place of real art in the entire station. Unfortunately, somewhat ruined by the cargo tram line that runs pretty much straight through the middle of it, but let's not dwell on the aesthetic issues that are caused by that. Now, you have probably been, I assume, Ben, have you told, like, Rada that you're coming? Or,
Yep, he will come through to Rada that they're coming as soon as they can.
Okay, all right. So, even though it's probably only a short fight, I think that's where we're gonna stop.
25 past 10.
Yeah, 25 past 10. All right. So, cliffhanger. So just to capture it at the end there. So right now, Kefala Feldorum and two militant-looking folk are about to corral Ben in the mosaic room. Rada and Nilette and Zira Vandal are riding the cargo tram to
Got
rest.
Rada and Ben around the wrong way again.
But sorry, Ben and Nilette and Zira Vandal are racing along the cargo tram line, possibly riding the tram, possibly running because it's faster than the tram. On their way. Nilette, do you ride or do you run?
I'm trying to finish off my baklava, so I might be riding.
Yeah, wise. Good call. Meanwhile, Amman is coming from the other direction at speed in the hope of catching these people by surprise from behind. And Pripyat is doing what Pripyat does best, finding other people to die on his behalf.
I think you have misspelled marshalling the resources and
marshalling the fully trained and qualified resources of the ship, but while at the same time allowing your most deadly asset, Benny, to just continue to be not used. I mean, in effect, your decision, Pripyat, to not throw him into the combat could be the very thing that makes the difference in this scenario.
Well, you saved the Hail Mary pass for the grand final, mate. You don't do it in the regular season. So
I see what you're saying. Keep your best, injury free until you need them.
Benny, just hold off this tentacle beast for a moment or two.
Yeah, exactly. It's like in the A-League when you need to make that one last penalty shot, right? You bring out the guy that kicks the penalties, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. American football. All right. So that is that's where we'll leave it. And next fortnight, we will kick off with whatever happened on Hammurabi Station.
Yep.
Yes.
The Hammurabi incident.
Yeah, what went wrong in Hammurabi Station?
What went wrong in Hammurabi Station? Nothing, said.
What goes on in Hammurabi Station? What goes in Hammurabi Station stays in Hammurabi.